the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Welcome back, trackside, once again, race fans, here to the Turn 3 Racing Network. Tonight, the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet NextGen Racing Series fires things off. Here in race number 7, right here from America's Heartland, that's right, country music city, right up the road, right here from Nashville Super Speedway. Gonna be a hot, highly contested battle. 100 laps around this 1.3 mile track here tonight, in qualifying already underway. Drivers putting in those times, so we'll get rid of that track information and begin to throw some of those timing scoring charts over there to the left hand side of your screen. But first, how you doing? How you feeling out there in TV land, race fans? Glad you could all join us here tonight. As always, Dave of the Cave bringing you all the calls from trackside, and it looks like graphics not wanting to work with us here tonight, so we're going to kick it old school once again with these next-gen drivers. 00 of Roy Hyde, quick time here in qualifying. Hyde gonna take that Damian Patton Real Estate Pole Award for the time being. A 30:10 is the fast time. Dirty Air Racing teammate Brian Littleton slotted in second. Christopher Spencer right there with third. Spencer gonna top the speed charts, and he's gonna take the pole position away with just about 2 minutes remaining here in qualifying. Still a lot of heavy hitters yet to put in their times as the time has ran off on the jukebox. Time is beginning to tick off of the stopwatch for all of these drivers. Alex Coffey on a tear as of late in these pole position situations. In qualifying, Coffey has been absolutely lights out. I believe it's going to be 4 poles in 5 races for Coffey, going for a 5th pole here tonight from Nashville Super Speedway. Coffey also going to victory lane last week at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. So Coffey looking to be the first driver to get 3 race wins in his back pocket. His teammate Nigel Christensen here in the field tonight, qualified inside of the top 10. Nigel with 2 race wins as well, so those teammates going at it in the point standings, and we'll get to some of that a little bit later on throughout tonight's race. Looks to be about 19 drivers making the start here tonight from Nashville. Alex Coffey not going to have a good qualifying session. Looks like Coffey may be starting towards the rear of this field. And just as we say that, top of the speed charts, he goes. That 19 Toyota Camry going to go fastest on the track, and Alex Coffey will take the Damian Patton Real Estate Pole Award here tonight in qualifying. So make it a 5th pole position for Coffey and that 19 crew. Man, they've got something figured out. And we've got something figured out as well. We're going to step away trackside for your national anthem. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly wailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare that bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
And thanks for joining us live back trackside once again here from Nashville Super Speedway. Qualifying already in the bag here tonight for the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet Next Gen Racing Series Autism Awareness 133 right here from Nashville Super Speedway. Drivers going to lay down some fast times for 100 laps. Here at Nashville, track temperature in qualifying moments ago, 108 degrees. Will the grip be there when these drivers begin their run, their opening laps here tonight? I mean, Alex Coffey, again, fastest in qualifying. He's going to be leading the parade of drivers to their starting positions in two. The restart zone for tonight's green flag here in the Autism Awareness 133 right here from Nashville Super Speedway. Coming up at you here in just a few short moments. Drivers will be making their way through final pre-race inspection. So the final few moments here as drivers begin to file in and make their way to their starting positions. Drivers going to begin to line up on pit lane there. You can see them all getting ready to roll off. A lot of drivers still making their way to the starting grid, so we're going to hold off and wait on your starting lineup for just a handful of seconds as we get ready to roll here tonight. Let's check in with that weather report one more good time. There you can see 7 degrees cool off on the track, so some grip should be coming back for these drivers on this start. Looking through the stands, and it looks like sold out packed house here again tonight for the Next Gen Racing Series. Brought to you by Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet. Are you tired of being in the slow lane? You looking for a faster ride? Are you just looking for a cooler ride? Check them on out at DaleEarnhardtChevrolet.com. You can find a link down in the description right there. Head on over to the website and check out some of the great deals they've got going on at Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet. And just like that, it looks like most of the drivers are in position, so we're going to go ahead and begin tonight's rundown You can hear those familiar sounds in the background. You know it's time to run down tonight's starting lineup in the Autism Awareness 133. Starting inside row number 1, taking away the Damian Patton Real Estate Pole Award. And starting from the front of the field, inside of that 19 machine, fast as always, Alex Coffey. Christopher Spencer going to line up just to his outside. Back in row number 2, Roy Hyde and Brian Littleton. Jerry West and Jacob Delgado back in row number 3. Row number 4 here tonight from Nashville, Lance Yancey and Damian Patton. Dustin German and Jan Van Leer will round out your top 10. Travis Smith and Nigel Christensen back in row number 6. Row number 7 here tonight for the Autism Awareness 133 belongs to Brian Beach in that 18 machine with the 28 of Seth Steele just to his outside. There you can find Zachary Compton starting in 16th. How about Brian Mescal Jr. back in 19th? And that's going to pretty much do it for the field as we roll to the restart zone. On the gas, we get ready to roll. And just like that, green flag flies for the first time here tonight from Nashville. Alex Coffey off to a good jump. Good jump, a good 3-4 car lengths out front. Roy Hyde, closest driver, Tom Hyde, going to get a good start from that third position. Take away that second spot. Jerry West trying to make it work on the bottom of the racetrack as well. Christopher Spencer going to drop 2 spots in just 2 short corners. Littleton losing a spot on the high side as well, but the Michelob Ultra number 80 trying to make some headway on the high side. And as we complete a lap, we'll go ahead and drop that timing and scoring over there to the left-hand side of your screen. Let you follow along, let you find your favorite driver out there. Good to see Kelly in the chat again. Kelly, one of our frequent visitors here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. We do appreciate you, Kelly, tuning in each and every Sunday night right here with the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet NextGen Racing Series. Cheering on Alex Coffey, and Coffey was out front, but giving up that top spot. He's going to move back to second as Roy Hyde going to dig on the bottom of the racetrack. He's going to grab that position at the line, but Coffey geared up, and that red's number 19. Ooh, close racing action off of turn number 2 between your top 2. Alex Coffey, Roy Hyde putting on a show here. Very close racing action in front of the field. We're going to jump around to a few different camera angles, few different spots around the racetrack as we continue under green flag conditions. Lap number 4 going to go on the board. We're going to jump around to some battles. How about this one right here? Christopher Spencer, Lance Yancey. There's Dustin German, the 99, looking to the outside. Jacob Delgado in the 48 machine. He's starting to make some headway. Littleton by West for the 3rd position on the racetrack. So move the Michelob Ultra machine into 3rd. Driver still mixing it up for position on track. There you can see Lance Yancey, top of the speedway. He's got that 11 of Chris Spencer, who continues to lose positions here. Spencer started from that 2nd position, outside pole position, and Spencer dropping 5 spots. He's back to 7th. Travis Smith, he's making a little bit of ground up. Smith up 2 positions a little further back through the field. How about this 12 of Dylan Blankenship? Got to give it up to this Menards number 12 Ford Mustang. Blankenship up 6 positions from where he qualified, heading towards the front. Everybody chasing pole sitter, race leader at the front of this field, starting with that Damian Patton Real Estate Pole Award. Here tonight was Alex Coffey with that Reds 19 Toyota Camry still out front, still showing the way, but Roy Hyde all over him. Brian Littleton now going to go to the bottom of the racetrack and look for the position on Hyde. Battle for a second as Lance Yancey going to turn in the fastest lap of the race. Lance running in that 5th position A 30:14 is the fastest time here in race trim, and Lance going to move himself into that 4th position as Jerry West falls another spot back to 5th. So we've got comers, we've got goers here tonight already very early here from Nashville Super Speedway. Nigel Christensen, one of those drivers heading backwards right now. Christensen, no on-track contact with anything, just a little bit off base here tonight. And then Sirius XM, number 20 Toyota Camry. Nigel down 8 positions from 12th to 20th. And only Waylon McConnell behind him. And that Radio Flyer number 75 machine may be a little bit of strategy going on here with these two, but I don't know. You're already 6 seconds behind the race leader. I don't know if I like that strategy. Meanwhile, we'll go back to the front, back to some battles. Dylan Blankenship mixing it up with Travis Smith. Damian Batten just off in front of him. Brian Beach now going to move his way up and around Smith 4th position. There you can see that I'm stuck on the high side. It looks like the place to pass is on the bottom of the racetrack, so we'll see as this night continues on if anybody's able to venture up to that middle high lane, if you will, that mid to high lane, and see if they're able to grab a position away on that high line. It hasn't seemed to be working out for very many people here tonight. It looks like the bottom lane is the dominant lane. But as things continue on, we'll see how it all shakes out, and we'll see all how it goes. It looks like the graphics deciding to update themselves, so the cars may go a little blank space for a minute, but we'll just keep on keeping on as Brian Littleton going to be the new race leader at the front of this field. Littleton going to become the 3rd different leader here tonight from Nashville Super Speedway as we work ourselves down the back stretch on lap number 12. Lance Yancey, how about this run? Lance going to look to the bottom, look to put, not quite there, look to put that Ford Performance Mustang into that 2nd position all over Alex Coffey right now is Lance. And I tell you what, while we've got him here, let's go on board here with the driver on the 77 machine, Lance Yancey. A bit of a show. He's going to nose to the inside here down the back stretch. We hear him switch that gear to 5th, now back down into 4th, into the corner. Even with Coffey, have a little bit of drive off of the exit. He's going to keep it on the track, not going to utilize the apron, give up a little bit of time as Coffey inches forward into the corner. That's just a great look inside of the car. You can see or hear the drivers making those changes. There it is, 5th gear going to be grabbed as Dustin Sherman going to utilize a little bit of draft on the high side. Grab that 3rd position away. We'll jump back outside the car now as drivers continue to battle, and Brian Littleton starting to step away a little bit. 0.2 of a second advantage for Littleton. And we'll jump around the track once again. Let's find some more drivers out there. There you can see Jerry West in that 86 machine. There's Christopher Spencer just off in front of him. Damian Batten in that 1 machine. Dropping 2 positions from where he qualified here tonight. Batten going to move from 8th back to the 10th position. Brian Beach moving up 2 spots. Zachary Compton up 4 positions, now into the 12th spot. There's Dylan Blankenship in that Menards, number 12, making his way to the front of the field still. Delgado at the top of the racetrack, almost contact with that outside wall, hanging it high, wide, handsome here from Nashville Super Speedway. Not quite so sure that high side is where you really want to be. Through 1 and 2, and now down the backstretch we roll. Everybody chasing after new race leader Brian Littleton at the front of the field, and there it is. Trouble for the first time here tonight. Trouble. Damian Patton has issues. Patton with trouble on the track. I tell you what, we're going to go back. Let's go check the replay. Let's see how it went down here. There's the one top of the speedway. A little bit of a squeeze play, and he's going to go off of the nose of that 48 machine. Jacob Delgado going to turn Patton after a little bit of contact, and it looked like unfortunate contact there. Maybe just a little clip. We're going to go high above here. Let's see if we can't see this from the drone cam. Get a little better vantage point. You can see a little bit of a squeeze play there, and yeah, just some contact, just enough on that right rear quarter to turn the Damian Patton Real Estate Jekyll Controls #1 machine of Damian Patton into the outside wall, and well, he'll get it fired up and headed in the right direction, but Wounded Warrior, to say the least. Brian Littleton going to lead the field down pit lane. There you can see everybody coming for those fuel and tires. So on lap number 18, as everybody heads to pit lane, we're going to take this opportunity to step away for just a brief commercial break, pay a few bills. You know how it goes. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
And back live trackside as the pace car lights are off. We are ready to roll once again here from Nashville Super Speedway. Caution flag coming on lap number 18. Contact down the backstretch between Jacob Delgado and Damian Patton. Saw the one go around into the outside wall. We'll have our first caution of the evening. Driver's going to get to a reset. One brave soul out there going to stay out. Waylon McConnell in that radio flyer, number 75 machine. He's going to elect to stay out on the racetrack and gamble for track position. We'll see if it works out. Alex Coffey going to win the race off of pit road. He'll start outside for the restart. Brian Littleton, Lance Yancey back in row number 2, German and Hyde in row number 3 for the restart. We get ready to roll into the Geico restart zone, and away we go. Green flag flies for the first time, or second time, I should say. First time after a caution. There you go. We'll save the day. Side by side, close racing action for that second position. Brian Littleton and Alex Coffey going at it for the spot on track. Dustin German, Lance Yancey, third and fourth on the racetrack. Lance going to move back to fifth now. Roy Hyde right there. Side by side racing action between Christopher Spencer and Jerry West. That's going to be for around that 7th, 8th position. Almost 3 wide now back in the middle of this field. 2, 3 wide again. Alex Coffey stuck on that high side. Coffey may lose a handful of positions here. Lance Yancey able to grab a spot. Brian Littleton grabbing a spot as well, and now under fire from Roy Hyde. The 19 is heading backwards. Oh, we got trouble on track. Raymond Hedina gonna have some issues. 87 machine smoking, rolling out of the back. That is never a good sign. And the Rainier Beer Ford Mustang gonna have some trouble. Let's go and check the replay. Let's go to the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet replay. High above the track with yet another turn 3 drone cam. We'll look at the 87 getting down into the corner. Everything looks, contact between the 3 and the 28. Rick Snyder and Seth Steele going to come together, and that's going to send them up into Raymond. And unfortunately, this 87 going to bear the brunt of that contact, and he's going to be the worst for the wear out of that trio of drivers involved. We'll jump back live at the front of the field. Campbell paying off. Looks like the crew chief may get a little bonus. And I tell you what, we've got ourselves a little bit of time here. Why don't we go ahead and throw up some of those championship standings coming into tonight's race. 6 races in to the season, and this is the way your championship runs down right here coming into tonight's race. Alex Coffey with those 2 wins in his back pocket. 20 points in front of his nearest competitor, and that just happens to be his teammate Nigel Christensen, who also has 2 race wins to his name so far this season. But you want to know the difference. You want to know what it is. 5 top 5s out of 6 starts for Alex Coffey, leading the most laps in 3 of the races so far this season. Over 200 laps led. Alex Coffey is just a stat machine. Nigel Christensen, his teammate, yes, 5 top 10s, but only 3 top 5s, including 2 of those winning performances. So the consistency there just a little bit more for Coffey. Dustin German with a good run so far this season as well. He's going to slot in third, 32 points back. Waylon McConnell, Roy Hyde going to round out your top 5. Hyde with a good run so far this season as well. Looking for that first win still, though, that double O looking to break through here tonight, and a handful of other drivers looking to break through as well. Close battles all the way through here. Top 10, take a look right there, knotted up. Brian Littleton, Chris Spencer, both 207 points to their names, tied for that 8th position. Lance Yancey, Rick Snyder, they're right there. They can pounce and take a position away as well, so a lot on the line early here this season with the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet Next Gen Racing Series. And the pace car light's going to go out in the background, so we're going to go ahead and get rid of your point standings and get back ready to roll. Green flag racing conditions once again here tonight from Nashville Super Speedway. You're watching the Autism Awareness 133. Back to the restart zone, and on the gas, green flag flies once again here from Nashville Super Speedway. Off to a good jump again is McConnell, Lance, and Littleton going to go at it for that second position. Alex Coffey already under fire. Dustin German looking to go 3 wide. German looking to go 3 wide on the top of the racetrack. Not going to make the move just yet. The 81 of Zachary Compton may have made him think a little bit more about putting that machine 3 wide. Big run on the bottom of the racetrack. He sees Roy Hyde make his way around. Now Lance Yancey going to move into second. Littleton trying to make a move back down to the bottom of the racetrack. It's not going to pan out. It's not going to work. And I'm telling you, there is 2-3 wide racing here at Nashville Super Speedway. 30 laps into tonight's feature event for the Autism Awareness 133, and we've had ourselves a 4th different race leader. Lance Yancey gonna go top of the speed charts. He's gonna go front of the field in his Ford Performance Ford Mustang, leading the way to 3 wide with a big push. Littleton goes around. Dustin German caught up in this one. Oh my, we got a parking lot back here. Contact on the tail end. We've seen a little bit of a wiggle from the tail end of that number 80 machine of Brian Littleton. We're going to take a look. There it is. There's the contact. The 11 looked like the 19. A little bit of a push. 9 of Travis Smith may have caught a piece of this one as well. Let's take one more look eye above, and there it is, the push off the front end of that 19. The Littleton going to go around, collect the 86, the 75, the 9 going to catch a piece of this one. So a lot of drivers going to be in damage control from here on out. Early trouble here from Nashville puts us under caution for the 3rd time here tonight as we go back live at the front with your race leader. Lance Yancey going to bring the field around. We'll see who's ready to head to pit lane. Just about a third of the way through tonight's race, and we've had ourselves a rash of cautions here coming from lap number 18. 3 quick caution flags get a fly trouble on these restarts for these drivers getting back underway with some of the cold tires. Handful of drivers caught up and involved with some incidents here. Travis Smith, Waylon McConnell going to come to pit road. McConnell not involved in anything, just stayed out for track position, led a handful of laps, and now McConnell going to go to the rear of the field after making his first pit stop of the evening. Brian Littleton caught up and involved in this latest incident, the 48 of Jacob Delgado, involved in an on-track incident with that one of Damian Patton. Damian able to recover well, though. He's still inside of the top 10, so that number 1 machine, I don't know what they're feeding the pit crew, but those guys absolutely on it here tonight, able to minimize the damage, and Patton will stay inside of the top 10. So who you got out there, race fans? Kelly, we already know your pick. We know you're going with Alex. Always come in and cheered on Alex week in, week out. We do appreciate you joining us here tonight and each and every night. We do appreciate each and every one of you out there in TV land watching us here tonight, whether you're over there on the Facebook side of things, Twitch, or right here on YouTube. We do appreciate each and every one of you. Without you, there would be no us. But while you're here, while you're at it, you know you want to go ahead and throw these drivers one of those thumbs up. Let them know you appreciate and like and enjoy all of the racing action week in, week out, each and every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. So let's hear it. Who you got? Who's your pick? And I tell you what, I'm going to one-up you. Let's get that pick, but let's get a dark horse pick here. So we're going to give you 2 shots at this one. Give us who you think is going to win, or who you may think will shock us all. Well, I'm going to wait to give it to you until about lap 70. I've got it right here, but, you know, broadcaster's curse. If you've been around the broadcasting scenes and you've been around these leagues that are broadcasted, you know, the broadcaster's curse, it's real. It happens. You talk too much about one guy. You praise a guy a little too much. You let everybody know that that's your pick for the race win, and it's bound to happen that he's going to end up crashed out. And, well, it seems to always come around the times that you seem to be pumping him up and talking about him. So we're going to keep that broadcaster's curse out of it for just as long as we can. But we got our picks, and, well, they may both be dark horses in my opinion, but we'll see how they go throughout the rest of the night. Pace car down and away. We roll back into the restart zone on the loud pedal, and away we go. Green flag flies once again here from Nashville. Jumping out of line behind that 20 of Nigel Christensen is his teammate. Ooh, a little bit of a run up the track for Coffee. Squeeze play by Spencer. Oh, big move. Alex going to have to go way down at the bottom of the racetrack, chasing that car around Zachary Compton. He's making his way up through the field now. Compton into the 3rd position, up 13 spots from where he qualified. Going at it with Roy Hyde for that 2nd position. Give and take for a moment, and Hyde going to take the position away as Compton gives just enough room. Chris Spencer right here digging on the bottom of the racetrack, running in that 4th position. Dustin German now runs in 5th. Alex Coffey will fall to 6th. Lance Yancey continues to show the way here tonight from Nashville Super Speedway, and as drivers begin to turn in those green flag laps, we'll get the time and scoring back over there to the left-hand side of your screen. We'll let you try to find and follow along, find your favorite driver out there tonight and where they're running on track. Lance Yancey still out front. Roy Hyde gonna turn in the fastest lap of the race now. A 30:04 is the fast time here in race trim. 81 of Zachary Compton holding down that Jekyll Controls Hard Charger Award. Compton up 13 positions from where he qualified, rounding out the final spot on the podium. Christopher Spencer right there in fourth with Dustin German, Alex Coffey, Damian Patton, Dylan Blankenship, Brian Beach, and Nigel Christensen rounding out your top 10. Blankenship and Patton going at it for 7th position on the racetrack. They're going to switch in, swap that position around a handful of times. Blankenship will eventually take it over. Patton going to settle back now in the 8th position. Brian Beach in his Mountain Dew Baja Blast. The Chevy Camaro running well here tonight. Beach inside of your top 10, sitting in the 9th position as we are just around the corner from halfway here tonight. 41 laps on the board as drivers begin to close in on the halfway point. Green flag pit cycles may begin to creep into some of these drivers' minds as majority of the field last up pit road back on lap number 18. And sure, we've had a good amount of caution laps in here, so that's going to extend the fuel run just a little bit, but much older tires, as we've got a handful of drivers that have come down to pit road back on lap number 31 just 11 laps ago. But they are mired deep in traffic with a little bit of damage. There you can see those fresh tire drivers back there around, I want to say, around that 15th position, beginning with Brian Littleton, Jacob Delgado, Rick Snyder, Travis Smith, Seth Steele, Brian Littleton, Brian Mescal Jr. All of those drivers much fresher tires than the guys at front, but just not able to do anything with it. Your top 3 starting to step away. Position up for grabs a little bit outside of your top 5. We're going to go back here. Alex Coffey sitting in the 6th position. Behind him is the battle on screen. There you can find Dylan Blankenship, Brian Beach, and Damian Patton going at it. That's going to be 7th, 8th, and 9th on the racetrack. Nigel Christensen trying to reel these drivers in close through the center of 1 and 2. Little bit of contact, and we'll go almost 3 wide for a second. It looked like Beach may try to put it 3 wide after the contact through the center of 1 and 2. Damian going to give up that outside run, allow Blankenship to work his way around and into that 7th position. So Patton going to reload, refocus, and rerun back at him, trying to take that 7th position back away. Meanwhile, Alex Coffey going at it. Alex in a battle with Dustin German for the final spot in the top 5. Alex going to take that position away. Jacob Delgado going to grab a spot from Jan Van Leer, as Leer going to lose the position and fall back to the 16th spot. Nathan Biggert by Jerry West. That's going to be for 12th spot. West going to go back to the bottom of the racetrack and grab that position back away. So a very quick battle, lots of small battles all over the racetrack, and we're going to begin to try to bring you some of them. And look at this hornet's nest right here. Oh my goodness. Jerry West, Raymond Hadina, Nathan Bickard, Brian Livingston, Jacob Delgado, all tucked in line, all right here. There you can find Brian Littleton, Jan Van Leer, Jacob Delgado, all of these drivers, Rick Snyder, all in a mix back here at the tail end of this field outside of your top 10. That's going to be from about 11th on back, and man, these drivers are all over each other here at Nashville. Yancey still out front, showing the way as Roy Hyde sits in second. Zachary Compton in third. Christopher Spencer back in fourth. Alex Coffey in fifth. Dustin German, Dylan Blankenship, Brian Beats, Damian Patton, and Nigel Christensen all running inside of your top 10. As we pass the halfway point, what do you say we go ahead and give you a little bit of house cleaning? And there ain't much house cleaning to run down here tonight. 21 drivers to the starting grid. All 21 drivers still out on track. All 21 drivers still on the lead lap, as we are under 50 laps remaining here tonight in the Autism Awareness 133 with the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet Next Gen Racing Series. Your driver highlights and spotlights. Let's head to the front of the field. Race leader showing the way inside of his 77 Super Snake Ford Performance. Lance Yancey, lights out here tonight. Quick in happy hour, pretty quick in qualifying, and he's going to translate that into speed here in race trim. Lance out front. He's been there week in, week out, just has had trouble piecing it all together. Roy Hyde, and that 00 sits in second. Making some headway and making a splash here tonight, the man from Paducah, Kentucky, Zachary Compton. Walking away with the final spot on the podium as they go around the track here on lap number 53, but also in control of that Hard Charger Award, the Jekyll Controls Hard Charger Award here for the most positions gained throughout the course of tonight's race. And Zachary Compton up 13 positions in control of that Hard Charger Award, so he will round out your podium and have a bonus point for that Hard Charger Award. Christopher Spencer right here sitting in the fourth spot. Spencer started outside pole position, fell through the field for a moment, but has made his way back to the front. And right behind him, finishing out your top 5, is your pole sitter here tonight. Alex Coffey gonna snatch his 5th pole of the season, to lead a handful of laps, and now just kind of buying some time sitting in 5th. And that's going to do it for your driver highlights and spotlights, your mid-race report here. As we cross the line this time around lap number 56, we'll go on the board. Your top 5 is stepping away from the rest of the field. Dustin German leading a second back. There's Dylan Blankenship, Nigel Christensen. The little gaps between all of these drivers is going to hurt the speed a little bit more. They're going to need to get packed up like these guys right here. They're going to have to run a little bit closer. Biggard, Pools Beach, Van Leer, Smith, and Schneider around the track. So we'll jump back up here with, we got a pass for position. Spencer looks like he wants a spot on the podium. He's going to go down to the bottom of the racetrack, and here comes Coffey. Coffey going to root Spencer up off of the bottom of the racetrack, and now what looked like a position for Spencer turns into a position for Coffey. Back across the line now after trouble, and Lance Yancey gonna give up that top spot. Roy Hyde gonna take over control of this race. Coffee right behind him as Christopher Spencer gives up a position to Zachary Compton. One of the longest green flag runs we have seen here tonight, so handling will be coming into factor. Handling will be coming into play. And also, worn-out tires will come into play, getting to pit lane. Driver's gonna have to be careful here not to get popped by that pit road police. Even the drivers that made that stop back at lap number 31, they have 30 laps on their tires. As we make our way around the track here, when will these drivers at the front who were last to pit road for tires and fuel back on lap number 18, when will they venture down pit road? I would say they got themselves maybe another 10 laps, and then they're going to absolutely have to come back down to pit road. Roy Hyde out front, showing the way. Alex Coffey right behind him. Zachary Compton rounds out your top three. Christopher Spencer back in fourth, with Lance Yancey sitting in fifth. Alex Coffey with a great move to grab himself back that race lead. Coffey actually going to scoot out to almost a 0.3 of a second advantage just like that quickly over Roy Hyde. Trying to watch all the timing and scoring. We've got some battles beginning to heat up. Let's go back here. We've got three drivers all in line. Almost into the outside wall goes Nigel Christensen, and here he is again. Nigel, one of those drivers that just, he's kind of just methodical. Nice and quiet, no real big moves, no real big situations throughout the course of the race evenings. And by the end of these things, he typically finds his way right towards the front. And here we are, with about 35 laps to go, and Christensen has made his way towards the top 5 position. Right now sitting in 6th, up 6 positions from where he qualified. Christensen on his way. Close battle outside of your top 5. Lance Yancey, Brian Littleton, Dylan Blankenship all going at it. 6th, 7th, 8th on the speedway. There you can see Lance and Littleton going at it. 7th and 8th, Wind Blankenship just about a half a second off. Close battles outside of your top 15 as well. Let's go highlight this battle on track. Brian Beach, Brian Mescal Jr., and Waylon McConnell going at it 15th, 16th, 17th on the racetrack. Battling for positions. These drivers going to pit lane right around lap number 30, so they're going to be able to extend this fuel run for quite some time. Brian Beach actually last to pit road on lap number 18, so it's going to be interesting to see when he's going to have to come to pit road as we cross the line. This time around, we'll have just 31 laps to go here from Nashville Super Speedway. You're watching the Autism Awareness 133. And just like that, there it is. Green flag pit stops underway. German, Yancey, as well as Beach, all to pit road. Alex Coffey continues to show the way and has stepped out to the biggest race lead so far here tonight. 1.4 second advantage for Coffey, with Hyde behind him and Compton in third. Roy Hyde to pit road, as well as Raymond Hedina as a green flag. Pit cycles are well and underway. Christopher Spencer and Brian Littleton going to be the next drivers to come to pit road as we continue to watch race leader Alex Coffey stay out on track, continuing to pad that race lead, pad those laps led in his back pocket. Will the long run pay off? Will this be the strategy that works, as Coffey seems to be a little bit slow, and he's going to come to pit road this time around the 19 to pit lane. Zachary Compton, Nigel Christensen, they're both going to stay out on track. They're going to be in a battle for first and second. Nathan Biggert looked like he wanted to come to pit road, but the Bass Pro Shops, Ducks Unlimited 01 Toyota Camry of Biggert unable to get slowed down into pit road. He'll have to stay out on track. Rick Snyder going to force his way, stay on track. Damian Patton, Travis Smith, Waylon McConnell, and Jacob Delgado, your top 8, yet to make their way to pit road. And Compton going to peel off. Compton will head to pit lane. Christensen going to take over the race lead. That's going to give us our 6th different race leader of the night, with new race leader out front in his Sirius XM number 20 Toyota Camry. Nigel Christensen showing the way during the round of green flag pit stops. Nathan Biggert back in second now, with Rick Snyder in third. Christensen awfully slow coming to pit road. Early exit from the track down the pit road. I believe Christensen will give up some time coming to pit lane. And that green flag pit cycle exchange. Rick Snyder going to stay out on the track. Snyder going to become our 7th different race leader of the night, as he's got as he's got drivers listed one lap down, making their way back around the 99 of Dustin German. Going to get himself back on the lead lap. Roy Hyde going to work himself off of being one lap down as well. The 3 is going to stay outside. Handful of drivers still yet to make their green flag pit stops, as it looks like the 3 is going to slow when you come to pit lane this time around. Once as Travis Smith and Jacob Delgado do, both of these drivers, final 2 drivers to make their way to pit lane. At the 9 of Travis Smith is going to stay out, and he is going to lead a lap here tonight from Nashville Super Speedway with less than 25 laps to go. Does Smith somehow have enough fuel to make it to the end? I don't know. It's going to be a big stretch, but we'll see how the strategy works. And we didn't think he was going to get there, and Smith going to come to pit road this time around. The 48 of Jacob Delgado, only driver yet to hit pit lane in the outline. Number 48 will continue to stay out on track. There you can see that one of Damian Patton trying to get himself back onto the lead lap. Patton listed right now back in 19th. Off of turn number 2, race leader Jacob Delgado continues to show the way, continues to stay out on track. With this time around just 20 laps remaining, and Delgado stays out on track yet again. He is not coming to pit lane just yet. Brian Muskel Jr. begins to close in behind him in that Shell Pennzoil number 33 Chevy Camaro. That Camaro has had a little bit of a rough go at it here tonight. Muskel Jr. just off base here from Nashville Super Speedway, and you can see a little bit of damage on the hood of that 33, and that may be cause for concern. That may be why he's had a little bit of a rough go here tonight. Very slow on the racetrack, though, is your race leader Jacob Delgado, as he continues to give up time. Jerry West, first driver that came to pit road. He was on a big undercut strategy, and here we go. That 86 of West has found a way to that second position. Dustin German right behind him came to pit road. Back on lap number 69, Roy Hyde, Alex Coffey right behind them. Trying to watch the timing scoring here. We've got these 3 drivers all in tow, all with each other. Jerry West, Dustin German, Roy Hyde, all right here with each other. What has happened to Coffey? What has happened to Alex Coffey? We're going to take a look right here. Coffey losing a handful of positions here. And then these last handful of laps, Coffey going to go from 5th all the way back now to the 9th position. Maybe just a big moment. We're looking through timing and scoring, and we're not seeing any definitive answers there. So Coffey, the 19, a little bit of a struggle now. Let's go back here. Let's try to track him down. The 86 losing some ground here. Jerry West going to lose the spot to Dustin German as well as to Roy Hyde. But let's go check in with Coffey. Let's take a look at his machine, and everything looks to be okay on the right side of the car. No damage on the driver's side. So maybe just a big time moment with these fresh tires. Alex Coffey Your pole sitter for tonight's Autism Awareness 133, struggling just a little bit with only 15 laps to go. Can Jacob Delgado stretch this to the end? Well, it's not going to matter anymore because drivers that have already made their green flag pit stop have run them down and made their way around. Contact with the outside wall, so to make a bad situation worse, Jacob Delgado contact with the outside wall as Dustin German takes over the race lead. The 99 will show the way. Roy Hyde, Jerry West round out your podium. Less than 15 miles of racing action remaining here tonight from Nashville Super Speedway in the Autism Awareness 133, right here with the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet and Next Gen Racing Series. Do want to take this moment to give a big shout out to all of our sponsors all across the board. The Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet coming on board as your title sponsor here for this Next Gen season. We do want to give everybody over there at Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet a big shout out. Tommy, all the guys and girls back there in the maintenance department, all the salespeople as well. If you're in the hunt for a new car, if you're looking for a faster ride, look no further than Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet, the original Intimidator spot right there in Newton, North Carolina. While you're there, you can check out some great official memorabilia, or even if you're on the website, you can find the link in the description down below, DaleEarnhardtChevrolet.com. Don't forget to check out the souvenir shop. Some great I want to call it once in a lifetime gear. Some great, authentic, original pieces. Don't sleep on it. That's DaleEarnhardtChevrolet.com. Big shout to our hard charger sponsor here this season, Jekyll Controls. Home for all your bad button boxes. That's Jekyll Controls. Damian Patton Real Estate coming on board this season as your starting a lineup sponsor and your pole position award handed out by Damian Patton Real Estate. If you're looking for a new home, let Damian Patton Real Estate find your forever home. As always, Butt Kicker, feel what you've been missing in the best bully breeders in Western North Carolina. From Haywood, North Carolina, that's right, Mountain Mafia Kennels. If you're in the game for the best American bullies, you can find them right there at Mountain Mafia Kennels on Facebook.com. Still a hot and heavy battle for this top spot. Dustin German, Roy Hyde continue to go at it 1 and 2 on the racetrack. Less than 2/10 of a second separate these two drivers. When will Hyde trying to make a move as these two drivers battle? We've got a four-way battle right here. Zachary Compton, Chris Spencer, Jerry West, Brian Littleton going at it for that third and final podium position. Who wants it more as Compton starts to step away? These three drivers left to fight amongst themselves as what looked to be a great strategy for West that gained him quite a handful of positions just has not paid off here in these final closing laps. Drivers with fresher tires able to work their way around. And here comes Lance Yancey back into the mix. And we're trying to get word and listen to some radio chatter on what happened to Coffee. Alex Coffee now listed down and off of the lead lap late in this race. Coffee has lost a lap. Tough break here tonight for Alex. So the battle continues at the front of the field. Battle continues right around that third and final podium position. More battles in the back. Let's go back here. Rick Steiner, Brian Beach, Damian Patton going at it. 13th, 14th, and 15th on the racetrack. Side-by-side battle between Dylan Blankenship. Or I apologize, that's not Blankenship. That's the 28 of Seth Steele. Not a battle for position, but Travis Smith moving closer and closer to that Menards number 12 machine of Dylan Blankenship. There you can see Blankenship just behind the 5 of Jan Van Leer. So another 2 positions at stake on track. And we're going to go back to the front because we've got a pass for the race lead. Roy Hyde going to go to the top of the speedway as we cross the line. Popsicle sticks on display. 2 laps to go here from Nashville. Close racing action as Zachary Compton has creeped up into the picture. We've got a 3-car battle for first. Halfway down the backstretch, just Dustin German continues the lead. Zachary Compton to the bottom. Roy Hyde going to stay tucked in the line at the top of the speedway. Here comes Brian Littleton and that Michelob Balter number 8 of Machine across the line, this time by white flag flies. Final lap here from Nashville with the Autism Awareness 133. Zachary Compton going to go scooting by and grab the race lead. Roy Hyde going to run it wide out of turn 2. Compton up the racetrack to block. Down to the bottom of the racetrack, here comes Roy Hyde with a run. Dustin German right there. Brian Littleton beside him. Compton going to steal the win. Compton going to make the move, and he's going to beat him off of turn 4. Here comes Hyde to the bottom. Bud Compton walks away with it at the line. Checkered flag in hand. Zachary Compton going to walk away with his first race win of the season. Roy gonna walk away second, and Dustin German will finish out your podium here tonight. What a run to the end. What a race. And man, what a night. What a race. What a move there coming to the end for Zachary Compton, man. Taking the shot. It was there. It presented itself, and he said, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and grab that one. Zachary Compton, man, job well done. He's going to grab that race win. And we're going to step away for just a brief moment, get things set up and ready to go for your post-race interviews as he gives all the fans in the stands a smoke show on the front stretch. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back. And back live high above the track here tonight from Nashville Super Speedway for the Autism Awareness 133, brought to you by Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet NextGen Racing Series. 100 laps in our back pocket and already done and away with. Let's go to some of your podium drivers walking away third here tonight inside of is number 99 machine. Let's see if we can dial up Dustin. It's Dave in the booth. You got us?
Yes, sir. How you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good, my man. Can't complain. If I did, nobody would listen, and it probably wouldn't matter, so we'll just keep it to ourselves.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Well, man, heck of a little run for you here tonight. You started outside of the top 5, back in the 9th position. You were able to make up 6 spots throughout the course of tonight's race. A little bit of a I don't want to say an uneventful night for you and your crew, but a pretty quiet night for you guys. Do you think there's anything you may have been able to do different to maybe get another spot or two?
Yeah, coming to the white, man, when we were entering 3, I just gave up the bottom. My car was real tight there, and I was just trying to go down to the bottom, and just park it pretty much and make them guys pass me high, and I ended up giving up the bottom. But just a good race, man. I'm just glad to be up there racing for the win.
Well, Dustin, you got a race win in your back pocket already. You came into tonight's race sitting 3rd in the points. You are going to walk away with a podium as the guys in front of you in the points did not make it into the top 5 tonight. So you're going to inch closer to them. I don't think you're going to overtake them in the point standings, but still going to give you a good shot in the arm. So before we let you go from the track here tonight on a great points day for you and your 99 crew, would you like to give any shout-outs, thank yous, love yous?
Yeah, just shout out to you first and foremost, Dave, and Turn 3, and NextGen, and Earnhardt Chevrolet, and my team Smoke Show Racing, and SRTV on the hood, and all my teammates, man. Glad everybody came out. We had a good race.
All right, well, Dustin, again, pleasure catching up with you in these post-race interviews. And until next time, my man, stay safe and keep it fast.
Yes, sir.
All right, there you have it. Final few words for the man that walks away 3rd here tonight inside of his number 99 machine. That will be the fast forward of Dustin German. We're going to move right along in the list now. Let's see if we can dial up the man inside of that 00 machine. Roy, it's Dave. How you doing, bud?
I am doing excellent. Did you see that finish?
Well, of course I seen it. I had to call it. The question is, did all the fans get to see it, or were they trying to get to the popcorn stand?
Down at popcorn stand, after the little run-in me and Dustin had, I don't know how many laps to go, but I'm pretty sure that pulled most of them back from the popcorn stand whenever they all took a big old deep breath.
Yeah, a little bit of a run in there between you and Dustin. A lot of great racing there coming to the end after the round of green flag pit stops. So with that being said, you were right there at the end. Do you think maybe if you came to pit road possibly a lap sooner, you may have been there a little bit sooner?
Yeah, I think I could have, but I was I saw a couple of guys pitting, and I know that it's a real struggle to get on pit road here. So I figured I'd let a couple of them cycle through just to make sure we weren't going to get a mistake caution right there, and we didn't. So, and I know the drop off is enough with older tires that if you don't pit within the first 2-3 laps after somebody else pitched, you're gonna be playing catch up the rest of the stint.
Well, man, we seen a long run there, Roy. It looked like drivers around lap 18, we had a caution. They came to pit road, and then it was a very long time before they came to pit road. What was the fuel mileage really like, and did you ever really work into a position where you thought you may be able to stretch this thing out and possibly do like maybe a 2-tire, 1-can stop?
Yeah, in the beginning, before the first caution, it was working up to be if you saved, you would be able to do it on 1 pit stop. Because it was about a 3-lap threshold where you would be able to or you wouldn't be able to. But once that first caution came up, there was no possible way to math it so that you'd be able to do it on a single stop, or to make it to the end on that stop, I should say.
Well, Roy, you've made it to the podium once again here this season, knocking on the door of that first race win. We've got a long way to go in the season. I'm sure you're going to get the job done and into victory lane here in these next few coming weeks. But until then, my man, a great finish here tonight, walking away with 2nd. Before we let you go, would you like to give any shout-outs, thank yous, love yous, thank anybody back home or at the shop?
Oh, most definitely. Always thank the wife first for letting me do this craziness on Sunday nights and making sure I've got enough time whenever we get home to do it. And Isaac, I know you're watching, bud. I put that one up there the best I could do for you. Second, man. That was a great race.
All right, well, Roy, again, my man, always a pleasure to catch up with the good old buddies here in these post-race interviews, and congratulations on the great showing here tonight. And we'll see if we can catch up with you in the next few weeks.
All right. Thank you, Dave. Have a good one, guys.
All right, final few words from the man walking away in second, Dirty Air Racing's very own Roy Hyde. The double O going to walk away with second, and that's going to move us trackside to the man sitting right there front and center, nice and pretty on the start-finish line, walking away with race win number 1 this season. First time to victory lane, and he's going to get the job done. The Kentucky native riding it here tonight from Nashville. How you feeling, Zachary, after taking that first checkered flag?
I don't know what to say, honestly. I mean, after that last pit cycle, I came out 13th, I believe, and had to drive the tires off this thing, but good Lord. I mean, I'm happy those two got together. It was like 7 to go, and just stuck it in there deep and hope it stuck, and luckily it paid off for us, so.
Well, you got to be there at the end to make things matter at the end, and you were able to put that 81 machine right where it needed to be. Not only do you walk away with your first checkered flag performance of this season, but you're also going to walk away with the Hard Charger Award brought to you by Jekyll Controls. A 15 position from where you started, man. So from outside of the top 15 to first place at the end of tonight's race. As you already said, you restarted outside of the top 10. With not a whole lot of laps to go. And you made your way to the front, man. Great run here tonight. We're not going to keep you occupied. I know there's a lot of post-race celebrations still yet to be had. So, my man, before we let you enjoy the rest of your evening, you want to give any shout-outs, thank yous, love yous, thank anybody back home or at the race shop?
I mean, I just got to shout out my sponsor, James Journey. It's for my late father, who unfortunately passed away with kidney cancer. So I just run that in remembrance of him. So it means a lot just to get that in victory lane. And I don't know, man. I mean, Nashville's pretty close to home. I think it's, I don't know, just a couple hours away from where I'm at. So kind of a hometown track feel, you know. I mean, I know we race at Kentucky later on the summer, I believe, but nothing beats victory lane, though. So I'll take it. We'll cherish it for right now, and we'll get ready for next week.
Well, Zach, you have been fast week in, week out. You were finally able to put it all together here tonight and walk away with that first checkered flag winning performance. So we do commend you on everything you did here tonight. Massive praises, and I'm sure this is not going to be the only time we speak to you. You got a fast car week in, week out, and I'm looking forward to talking to you a little bit later on in the season. But until then, my man, as always, stay safe and keep it fast.
Well, thank you, man. I appreciate it, and we'll talk again soon.
All right, there you have it, man. In victory lane, he's going to get ready to ride here tonight into the sunset with the checkered flag in hand. Walking away with the race win here tonight inside of his James Dirty, number 81, Chevy Camaro, Zachary Compton with the race win. What a night, what a run here from Nashville Super Speedway. Man, week in, week out, it just gets better and better here with the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet NextGen Racing Series. And with producers hitting those music buttons in the background, you know the sounds, you know it's time to run down your unofficial race results in the Autism Awareness 133, walking away with his first checkered flag of the season. The 81 of Zachary Compton tops the charts. Roy Hyde going to come home in a solid second place, while Dustin German finishes out the podium drivers. Ryan Littleton right there in fourth with Christopher Spencer in your top five. The 86 of Jerry West will come home in sixth, with Lance Yancey sliding home in his fast forward performance. Number 77 machine, Lance finishes in seventh. Eighth place to Nigel Christensen. Nathan Biggard back in ninth place. Travis Smith going to have a good recovery, and he's going to finish in 10th. Jan Van Leer going to walk away from Nashville Super Speedway with the 11th position, while Rick Snyder finishes in 12th. 13th tonight belongs to Dylan Blankenship. Damian Patton back in 14th. 15th place tonight in the Autism Awareness 133, the 18 of Brian Beach. Raymond Hedina brings the Rainier Beer number 87 home into 16th tonight, with Waylon McConnell finishing 17th. 18th belongs to the Shell Pennzoil number 33 Dirty Air Racing entry of Brian Muskell Jr. 19th tonight from Nashville, the 19, your pole center, your Damian Patton real estate starting lineup. Halter Alex Coffey will finish in 19th. Seth Steele back in 20th. Jacob Delgado back in 21st. And a big shout out, as always, to the one that gets it all done behind the scenes. Big shout out to Jags and all she does: race control, stats, everything that this league needs to beat as one. A big tip of the cap to Jags for all she does. Well, that's going to do it for your unofficial race results. We're going to wrap things up, begin to cut off the lights, and roll up the cords and get ready for next week's action. What a night it was here, though, from Nashville Super Speedway in the Autism Awareness 133. As we begin to cut it all off and get ready to head on out, if you haven't already, go ahead and join us in that push to 3,000 subscribers. Show these drivers some love and drop that thumbs up, click subscribe, and smash that bell over there on the right-hand side. Get notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, whether it's myself, Dave in the Cave, or anybody else back at the Turn 3 headquarters. We do appreciate each and every one of you, each and every time you stop by. Whether you're sliding in to say hey, or you are one of the dedicated fans, friends, family, or one of our many sponsors, we do appreciate each and every one of you. Without you, there would be no us, so stay safe, stay loved, my friends, and until next time, we'll meet you in Turn 3.